welcome back to my channel. Sorry for leaving you guys hanging once again, but I've been having a lot of fun and I just didn't get around to vlogging as much as I hoped to, but it was so much fun. So the last time I made a video, I was in a massage course. I even forget that I did that sometimes. I haven't practiced the massage yet, but anyway, that's another skill that I have now. But I actually am in the States right now. I took a brief intermission from Brazil to go to the States for Okeechobee Music Festival because I knew that it was going to be a really, really good time, and I don't like to miss out on a really, really good time. So I bought my ticket last year in June because when I saw the lineup from 2020, I was like, oh my god, how come nobody ever told me about this festival? This looks great. So I bought my ticket as soon as they came out last June, and when I was planning to go to Brazil, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to make it or not, but then I realized that what if I went to the festival from Brazil and then went back to Brazil? And it was a lot to organize and plan for, but I made it happen because ultimately it ended up being cheaper to go from Brazil to Miami and back as opposed to going from Canada and back. Plus, with the pandemic happening and all the rules for travel and tests, it's easier to travel to and from Brazil as opposed to traveling to and from Canada, which is really a pain in the butt right now. So I managed to get flights from Brasilia to Miami for around $300 US, which I think is a steal of a deal. That's with Copa Airlines, because you have to be smart when you travel. Don't just look for flights from your main airport, look from other main airports too and see if you get a better deal. So I wasn't even in Brasilia, but I found a great flight from there, so I booked that flight, and then I booked a domestic flight from Rio to Brasilia for $25. I think that's pretty much worth it, and I got there okay. Everything was fine, smooth traveling, and my friend picked me up at the train station in Deerfield, and I got to stay at his place in Boca Raton, which was really great. And this is a friend that I met at EBC Las Vegas in 2019, and we were camp neighbors, and he was so cool and so sweet, and I didn't have any way to contact him. But last year, for Imagine Music Festival, I was browsing Radiate, which is the app for ravers, which is a really cool way to meet people and connect. I was browsing that app, and I saw somebody make a post about sharing a ride and going camping together at Imagine, and I recognized the name, I recognized the photo. It was the guy from Camp EDC 2019, my camp neighbor, my long lost buddy who I didn't have any way to contact. So I was so excited, and we were planning to go to Imagine Festival together, but that didn't work out, and I might go into detail with that in this video. I think I will actually, because I have to. It's time to share the stories. I have a lot of stories to share. But so we ended up talking, and I told him I had a ticket to Okeechobee. Last year I told him that, and he's like, oh, you're welcome to join me and my friends group. It's our biggest festival, and you're more than welcome to join us. If you need a place to stay, you can stay at my place. And so this is like everything I want to hear, and I'm so happy that I have this person in my life to welcome me into their friends group. And this is why it's honestly really hard to go to festivals alone, because you end up with friends really, really, really fast. So I planned to go by myself, and then I was already welcomed into a group of friends, which was great. I got a ride from the airport, place to stay at their wonderful, comfortable home with the cutest pets. They had 2 adorable cats and a dog, and they were all just so happy, and it was really, really an awesome scenario. And I'm really grateful for these friends. And we ended up going to Okeechobee all together, camping all together, and it was great. And even there was a breakup scenario in the group of friends that was a little bit tough for some of them to go through, but apparently my positive energy really had an impact, and some of them made up and others got closure. So it will all around, it was very apparently my presence was very much valued, which is great. It's so great to have friends that value my presence and value who I am and my positivity, and I had a great time. It was one of the best festival experiences I ever had. Why is that? Well, that's because I didn't meet a single person with any bad vibes, and I did not see anyone that was out of control. The people who I heard that were out of control had friends looking after them nearby. So it was a very safe, very cozy environment, and the weather was pretty decent. And it was so cool because everybody just pulls up in their inflatable sofas, those air sofas, and hammocks everywhere. So it was the most chilled out fest ever because everybody was partying from sofas or hammocks, and I had never seen that before. So next time I go, I want to pull up with my sofa, air sofa, and I never get to use, in my hammock. And it was just so great. It's just like anything goes, whatever you're most comfortable, whatever, however you're most comfortable partying, you do that, and there's no judgment. And it was such a fun event, 4 days. It was really, really, really great. I really can't say enough good words about Okeechobee Music Festival, and I'll definitely go back. And I'm already planning to go to other festivals this year that those friends recommended to me. But really, it was more like a family reunion more than anything, because I felt so much like part of family when I was there, and we had so much fun together. And my friend's dad was even there, and that was so cool. And he's like in his 70s, and we all had so much fun. And we were up close near the front at the Elderbrook set, which was the best set of the weekend, by the way, because everybody was together and the music was just great. And I connected with so many nice people. I had some of the best conversations of my life, including Sunday night with this guy I met. He's like my brother now, and I had the best conversation of my life with him, and it was such an unforgettable night. I don't even remember the music after that point. It was just about our quality conversation, and I'll never forget it. Pretty sure he never will either. And I know we're gonna meet up again at other festivals. Everybody became really, really, really good friends, and it's really everything I ever dreamed of. I've always wanted really fun and responsible people to party with, and that's what I have now, and it just feels so great. It just feels like a dream come true, and I'm so grateful. And I knew why I had to be at Okeechobee and why I wasn't going to miss it. It made total sense to me during the weekend because it was so incredibly worth it. And yeah, I had a really, really, really good time. I got this outfit there, this mushroom overall tie-dye jeans, and I love it. It fit me perfectly, so I had to go for it. And I'm really excited about these new slippers I got. That's why I wanted to make sure they were in the frame for the video, because they're super cozy and cute. And I have this little prop over here, my friend's toy that he likes, this little whale. I thought that was cool too. So right now, actually, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, because I plan to come here after the festival, because I mentioned earlier in the video about Imagine Music Festival in September that I was planning to go to, and I flew all the way down from Halifax. No, actually, I was in the States already. I flew all the way down from the States, from New England to Atlanta, and planned to stay with a couch surfer. We were stocking up on all the supplies and getting all excited, and then the day before the festival, Imagine got canceled, and it was a bit of a shock and a bit of a disappointment, but luckily I only wasted $5 on the flight because I'm smart and I used points to get here, so it wasn't like a huge hit on my part, which was nice. And my friends out west saved the day for me, and my friend messaged me on Instagram. She was like, we heard about Imagine Festival getting canceled, we feel so bad for you, can you make it out west, because we have an extra ticket for you to go to Nocturnal Wonderland, and we'll pick you up and you can camp with us, and we'll give you food and we'll give you booze. And I was like, whoa, this sounds like really meant to be. So at first I was like, I don't know if I can do it. It sounds really far. It's probably expensive. But then I stopped and I said, wait, let me figure out how much it's actually going to be if I switch everything to go to California the next day. And I looked it up and it wasn't that expensive. And I switched it all over. And the next morning I flew out to California, met up with my friends for Nocturnal Wonderland, and had the most amazing, incredible time of my life. So Imagine got canceled, but everything happens for a reason. It really worked out for me, and I had the best time ever at Nocturnal Wonderland, where I wouldn't have gone otherwise, and I was supposed to be there that weekend. And I have a lot more stories to share about that weekend that I haven't done yet. A lot of great footage as well that I'm gonna get brave and post someday on the internet. And it was a very transformative weekend. I also highly recommend that event. So thank you to my dear friends out west, Heidi and Dave. I love you to bits. Love you to the moon and back, and I can't wait to party with you guys again soon. Thank you so much for everything that you do for me. You guys rock. And I can't wait to meet your baby, by the way. But let's back it up for Imagine Festival. So that got canceled, and I was in a bit of a shock, but at the same time I was with really great company, because I found this couch surfer who's so awesome, and we really connected, and he became a really great friend. So because I was coming to Okeechobee in March for the festival, so coming to Florida rather for the festival, I was like, you know what, that's not all that far from Atlanta. Why don't I try to make a visit in while I'm here on my leave of absence? I have time. It's not every day that I have so much time on my hands that I can use. So I decided to come and visit him after the festival. So here I am, reconnecting once again with a nice friend that I met because Imagine Festival got canceled. Isn't that so cool? Because I think everything happens for a reason. So like I came all the way to Atlanta for the festival. The festival didn't happen in September, but I made a really great friend. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be friends forever, and that's really cool. And he's awesome, and I can't wait to bring him to festivals too. Really grateful to have positive friends in my life that accept me completely who I am, appreciate me for who I am, and don't judge what I do, and are very easygoing and fun and responsible. It's pretty much everything I ever dreamed of. So I'm very content. Never imagined I would go to Atlanta. Never imagined I'd go back to Atlanta, and I'm already planning to come back again in September for Imagine Festival because I'm pretty sure it's going to happen this year. It would be really unlucky for it to cancel twice in a row because of bad weather. So yeah, I bought my ticket yesterday because they had a good payment plan on, and it's even cheaper than last year. I decided to go for it. I don't know if I've already mentioned in these videos, but basically I'm spending all my money on this trip during my leave of absence, having fun and doing what I want to do and enjoying my life, and then going back to work in May, paying off whatever is outstanding at that time, and just making it happen. So I'm deciding I'm not going to live in fear. I'm going to make it happen, and everything's always going to work out, and it will work out. So these videos are to share my journey and stories along the way. I have a lot of great footage, so you guys should join my channel if you didn't already. You should subscribe to it because it makes me really happy to see even just one more subscriber. And I'm really excited to share more stories with you. Life is going incredibly well. Like, it's crazy. This is just one of many stories to share. So if this was interesting to you, or if you want to learn more about other festivals, if you want me to talk about anything else, I'll actually make a comment, and I'd be more than happy to address your comment and make a video about it. It's fun for me to have the audience engage. But I think I'll leave it at that for now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thanks for your time. Time is precious. Hope you felt inspired to do something fun. There's a pandemic going on. There's a war going on. There's all kind of crap going on in the world. But if we go with love in our hearts and without fear, this is the way. And goodness will always prevail. Everything's going to be okay. So let's hang in there, fam, and be positive and do what you gotta do. Just stay positive. Everything's gonna be fine. Take care of yourselves and be kind to one another. And more importantly, be kind to yourselves. This is like the most important thing. All right, don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.